Hello. This week I'd like to talk to you about muscular flexibility. Now, the reason I'm talking about muscular flexibility with you today is because I had a real challenge with a student this morning with one of the tongue twisters that we worked through together. So, I'm going to share some of the tongue twisters we did together today and and then you see how you get on with them. And if you'd like to, perhaps send me a comment or email me info@midwintertuition.co.uk. Tell me which ones were the most difficult and which ones were the most achievable. Now, the tongue twisters I've got are from a fantastic resource of exercises uh, called the Voice Box, and it's available to purchase. It comes with a CD-ROM, which has all of the resources uploaded onto this CD-ROM, and you also get these lovely laminated cards as well. So none of this work is my own creation, but it's such a great selection, and you could always add your own to this. So the aim of these tongue twisters is to really increase precision. And what I've done with my students with this resource is we've gone through the tongue twister 2 or 3 times, and then I've taken away the words for them to look at, and they've recited it. So we're moving off the page with some quite challenging work. Of course, tongue twisters are not so useful for things like intonation because you can't examine ordinary conversation intonation with something like a tongue twister because we don't speak in tongue twisters. So this is about increasing that precision of articulation in the tongue and the teeth and the lips and getting the jaw moving. So the first tongue twister looks at moving from S to SH, so S to sh. And if you want to check that you've got your tongue in the right place, the two sounds will feel different if you breathe in with the tongue position correct. So make the S sound and then breathe in. So, okay, and then make the shush sound and breathe in, and you should feel that there's a wider funnel for the sh sound than for the s sound. Okay, so that's a little tip for the SH versus S. Okay, now nice and slow with this one because otherwise I will be swearing on YouTube, which I really don't want, and I don't want to be swearing on my podcast either. So I I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop where she sits, she shines, and where she shines, she sits. Okay, so I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. Where she sits, she shines, and where she shines, she sits. Didn't swear. Phew. So that's S to SH. That's a good one for practicing that. And then if I have a look at another one which is really good for moving from K to T. So K, T, K, T, K, T. So K is at the back of the tongue, remember, and T is right at the front with the tip of the tongue, and they are both voiceless. So it's good to practice these together. What we do is we say kitty, 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 kitty. 5 kitties. Kitty, 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 kitty. And then we go psst, kitty, 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 psst, kitty, 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 psst, kitty, 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 psst, kitty, 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 psst, kitty, kitty, kitty. I think all of my neighbourhood cats are probably thinking I'm quite bonkers now. And you can also do shh, kitty, kitty, kitty. Okay, so we're really looking at moving the sound from the back of the tongue to the front with that one. Okay, now here's Here's one that not only my students, but performing arts students will know very well. And I've used it on the podcast before in its short form, but this is the full rhyme. What a to do to die today at a minute or two to two. A thing distinctly hard to say, but harder still to do. For they'll beat a tattoo at a 20 to 2 with a rat-a-tat-tat-tat-too. And the dragon will come when he hears the drum. At a minute or two till 2 today. At a minute or two till 2. And if you've purchased the How to Get Rid of an Accent book by Linda Jones, and that's in there, the text is in there. You could probably find it online by Googling what a to do to die today. And that practices T to D, voiceless to voiced, alveolar ridge, tongue tip, T, D. Brilliant, brilliant rhyme. I love that one. Now, the rhyme that I was having the issue with, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to try not to make a mistake when I do it. I did tweet it earlier, you might have seen. And if you're not following me on Twitter, I am at Midwinter Tutor. So I do post tongue twisters and things on there if you want to join in the fun. Hedge sparrows hatch eggs in church hedgerows. Phew, got through it. That took some doing this morning. I really struggled with this one. Hedge sparrows hatch eggs in church hedgerows. Right, I've got the hang of it now. Thank goodness for that. I was getting a bit worried. And here's another really good one for working with the D sound, but moving to the J sound, which is often represented with a J. A duel was fought on account of the duel the Duke would not give to the Jew. The Jew told the Duke with a note of rebuke, a duel would surely ensue. The duel was fought for and ended the duel. The Jew took the duel as his due. Goodness me, a really challenging one, because frequently people will say duel when they mean duel. And Duke, people will say Duke. So, although you can hear the Y in Duke, we don't need Duke. We don't need that J sound. And the really challenging line in there, I think, is a duel would surely ensue, because the tongue has to really move for surely ensue. Well, you see, I don't always find these easy, and I think it's good for everyone to see that sometimes voice teachers are challenged by their own materials. So there are a few to try. I might see if I can upload the document onto my website or something so that you can easily find these. So get practicing. Watch the video again, listen to the podcast again, listen, pause, repeat. Listen, pause, repeat, and then try reciting. So we're moving off the page. Brilliant. Lovely to see you all and hear from you all as always. Keep posting the comments, keep sending the emails, and if there are words or sentences or sounds that you struggle with, send me a little note and I'll record a podcast and or a YouTube video for you. And I can always keep it private. We can send it privately. YouTube doesn't have to be public. Or if it's something you think everyone will benefit from and don't mind me using your name on the video, then just say. Right. Okay. Nice to speak to you all again, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.